Hello guys, it's Ari here, and today I want to show you a little video about soloing the Brightstone ruins as Assassin. Now I know soloing dungeons with the Assassin is not the hardest thing to do, however there are some things that you need to consider while killing bosses, and I also just want to show you the skill build that you should use, or the skill build that you should use in my opinion, that is pretty easy, it's high damage, and yeah, I really like this build. So first off, the standard skills that you will always take obviously are hard step into all the way down for more damage, instantly cast, and it doesn't break stuff. Awesome. Additionally, you want to skill the poison breath into this tier, gives you 5 stacks of poison if you use it. Of course you need to be out of stealth for this, but it's not an issue to be out of stealth every now and then, even if you're alone. So after that, you want to skill your lightning rod all the way up to this tier. This skill does a decent amount of damage, it will not break stealth, and it recovers 3 focus, which is pretty awesome. After that, one of the really important skills to always stay in stealth is Shadow Drain. Basically what it does is if the enemy is poisoned, you will re-stealth for 6 seconds, which is pretty cool. It's just you can stay on the boss, use it, and you just don't get out of stealth. Obviously, everyone knows about this probably. You can skill your Shadow Dash all the way up to the 3rd tier here, which makes it so that it only has 6 seconds cooldown. And as you know, stealth also lasts for 6 seconds, so you can just with this technically already stay in constant stealth. However, you always have to go a little bit away from the boss, so you lose some uptime, and that's why you want to use this measurement as little as possible and more rely on Shadow Drain or other skills. Another pretty useful skill, it has a 1 minute cooldown, but it does decent damage, and it recasts stealth for 6 seconds again, and this one is Swift Step. There is a little bit of an addition to this skill, in that it will move you backwards 8 meters when you use it. However, you're able to stop this by using another skill just as you're about to land, and that will cancel your jumping back, and you will just be able to do decent damage. Then next up is Lightning Pierce. This changes your Dark Strike, which you would normally use out of stealth, into a skill that you can use in stealth. Now this skill does a very good amount of damage, and it also reduces the cooldown of Lightning Rod, and Lightning Rod being this skill. Basically, you can always use this after you crit with Hard Step. And normally you would only be able to use Lightning Crash, and as you can already see, this one does 1000 to 1200 damage, this one does 1700 to 2000 damage, so that's a lot better. Alright, so this is pretty much for the top skills. Oh yeah, I forgot this one, Spinal Tap. Now this isn't a must-have, but it is kind of useful in my opinion. It does stack 1 bleed. Now 1 bleed isn't too much, but it does reduce the regeneration of bosses by a little bit, and the other thing is it reduces the cooldown of Shadow Drain by 6 seconds, so that's pretty cool. And skilling this will enable you to stay in stealth. When you're in a group, you want to be a little bit more considerate about using this, because most of the time parties will try to knock down bosses at certain moments, and if you use a stun just before, then they can they essentially waste their knockdowns if the boss has already been stunned once, and you don't want to do that. Alright, last up down here, Lotus Fury, pretty good skill for clutch situations. Just use your C and you will be able to resist everything. You absorb 20% of the damage done and you don't take any damage. That's pretty awesome. Next up is set Landmine into the Throw Poison Landmine, or Throw Poison Bomb pretty much. It is a good amount of damage, and the more important part is it stacks 1 poison, and having poison on the boss is always a good thing. Last up, this is not necessarily a must skill, however it does, if you crit, it does reset the cooldown of Hook Kick. And Hook Kick is this skill, pretty much if you're out of stealth you can hit tab and go into stealth again if the enemy is poisoned. If you don't skill this, normally I think for group PvE I would not skill this, and I would rather go into Shadow Slash and skill all the way down here, as it will do a lot of damage on Phantom Gripped target, or Phantom Gripped or grabbed targets, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so for this run, There are a few things that you need to always consider when fighting a boss with ads, and I will show you that in just a second once I actually fight the boss. So trash as an assassin we don't do, because we just skip everything. So yeah, let's just get right out into the boss. And as you can see, this boss has ads, and one really important thing about ads and how they react is you do not want to kill the ads in stealth only. If you do that and you do the finishing blow in stealth, then the boss will reset and you will have to start over. So either completely ignore the ads or kill them while not being in stealth. So as you can see, I do reset my I do reduce the cooldown of my Shadow Drain skill a lot with my LMB, and this allows me to stay close to the boss more often. It does perfectly time out with the cooldown, as you can see, exactly ready again when I would need to unstealth. And if nothing else is ready, I just get away from the boss and re-stealth immediately, which is quite overpowered, honestly, but you know, what can you do about it? And as you can see, this boss, just while explaining this, he already is almost dead. I messed up a little bit right there, but whoop, should not be an issue. Alright, let's just swap with that guy, and we're back in stealth. Alright, and he's dead already. I don't really care about the ads, so I will simply leave and take care of the TeamSpeak poke, and then we'll resume this. Alright, everything's been dealt with, and we can continue the run. Again, I really don't care about ads. Simply stealth through everything, and we're already at the next boss without killing anything. For this boss again, he can be a little bit annoying. If you're on stealth, he will oftentimes place down ice fields. You really don't want to get hit by those, as they will unstealth you, freeze you, and they're really quite annoying. In addition to this, whoops, he will also spawn assassin ads throughout the fight. And these ads... Okay, something is wrong right now. And these ads will place down landmines that will groggy you. And that's quite annoying, so you want to always be a little bit careful once they spawn to not get hit by that too much, as you will take a lot of damage if you get CC'd. But as you can see, boss is already almost dead, and he, apart from one attack at the beginning, hasn't really fought back. Little slip up there, but not an issue. Alright, and as you can see, I again completely ignored the ads. I didn't kill them. If I would kill them, I would need to do that unstealthed. At least do the finishing blow unstealthed. And you will see that... Whoops. Leave me alone. You know, might as well take the Dragon Blood. You never know what happens. Alright, same thing for this. I will take care of these Soulstone cores that spawn in between the boss fight, simply because they can be a little bit annoying. But also, at some point I will just have nothing else to do while the bosses are in their reset animation. Basically, when this boss goes, like, jumps around like crazy and then resets until this guy spawns. Alright, just applying my poison stacks right at the start, as this will allow me to do additional damage, especially with my number 4 skill. Oh, he's already... Whoops. Oh, that was a little bit unintentional. I thought he would already go into his immune state. He decided to roll over me once. Not a big deal. Just a little bit unnecessary damage, I guess. And I don't really have any potions. Alright. Nah. Alright, soul score. Alright, I did exactly what I said you shouldn't do. I was obviously just to show you what would happen. As you see, I killed him in stealth and they reset. That was obviously just to show you, to prove my point. And not a mess up at all. Alright, and he's enraged. Just using my tab to get out of stealth, simply so he can start doing his attacks. For some reason I'm getting out of fight here, which is not really what's supposed to happen. I'm not sure why exactly it happens, but that's okay. Whoops. Alright, let's take care of this Soulstone core. And this is why they can be annoying. He could have hit me there. Chances are not that high, but, you know, getting unstealthed is always annoying. Alright, he's immune. And while he's going to do his stuff, I will just simply kill this guy. Alright, unstealthing before the kill, just to make sure they don't reset. Alright, I think I killed it. It still has a little bit of health. It's alright. I'll just finish it off once this guy is enraging. A little blunder there. Always make sure to have poison stacks on the enemy when you try to re-stealth with Shadow Drain. Just now I didn't have any poison on him, so I didn't stealth on it, but as you can see, it's usually not an issue. You can easily evade the attacks. And just use the time to, for example, apply your Poison Breath, as it's a really nice addition for the DPS. Let's just get out of stealth and finish him. A little bit too late. Whoops. Again. Not an issue. It even gives us a free poison stab, so that's not too bad. Alright, and the first one's as good as that. I am not entirely sure if I have to kill the other guy unstealth, but I'd rather not take a risk and simply, you know, kill him while being visible. And at this point, it's simply finishing off the last guy. It shouldn't take too long as DPS is pretty high and there isn't really anything that could kill you at this point, honestly. Oh, he doesn't have any poison on him. Let's just stealth on this one. Alright. My poison breath is back up. He doesn't have any stacks, so I'm just gonna unstealth, get my poison on him, and then we stealth. Alright, and that's it. He's dead. We finish off the poor last guy. Interestingly enough, he can see through stealth. As you can see here, he hits me. Well, he tried, but you know, for some reason he's the only guy that can do it. And we're already done. Got a Force Master skin, kind of useless, but you know, you get the quest done. The good thing with soloing this dungeon as well is it can drop recipes for crafting, some of them which are pretty rare, and you know, if you do it alone, you don't have to go into a crazy bidding war just for that. Alright, I hope that this video helped you out. If you're an assassin and you want to solo stuff, you know, just leave a comment under the video if you have any questions or suggestions. I will make videos for the other dungeons as well. That includes the spider dungeon, which can be a little bit annoying, the pigstry farm, or whatever it's called, and the monkey, which is right here, Hall of Ogon. Alright, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.